Welcome to Asian ID. Before it even premiered, a single number detonated across the short drama industry like a shockwave. 3.607 million reservations. A figure so staggering it didn't just signal popularity, it redefined expectations. Meteor didn't quietly arrive, it loomed, heavy with anticipation, like a storm everyone could feel but no one could yet see. Platforms braced themselves, servers expanded in advance to withstand an estimated triple surge in traffic, and audiences circled one burning question: what exactly makes Meteor so powerful? At first glance, the answer seems obvious. The pairing of Yuxin and Wang Haozhen, widely celebrated as a national CP, appears to be the perfect formula. Their previous collaboration had already amassed billions of views, building not just familiarity but emotional investment. Audiences weren't just watching characters, they were returning to a relationship they already believed in. In an era where attention is fragmented and choices are endless, familiarity has become the fastest shortcut to trust that Meteor is more than just a reunion. It packages a high-intensity blend of revenge, corporate warfare, suspense, and romance, genres that individually attract attention, but together create something far more explosive. This layered narrative taps directly into a growing audience fatigue with shallow, formulaic sweet dramas. Viewers today crave emotional tension, intellectual stakes, and characters who think as much as they feel. Meteor promises not just love, but strategy, not just passion, but consequence. Still, even that isn't the full story. The real engine behind this phenomenon lies in transformation. Yuxin sheds her sweet girl image to embody a calculated, emotionally restrained woman seeking justice for her mother. Wang Haozhen abandons his warm, approachable persona to play a CEO whose charm conceals dangerous depths. This deliberate inversion doesn't alienate fans, it electrifies them. The chemistry remains, but it's sharpened by conflict, laced with distrust, and intensified by ambiguity. Their relationship is no longer just it's volatile, and that volatility is irresistible. Scenes teased before release, an elevator confrontation, a silent standoff in the snow, spread rapidly across social media, dissected frame by frame for emotional nuance. A glance, a pause, a subtle shift in posture, these micro-expressions became data points in an algorithm-driven ecosystem that thrives on engagement. Every detail feeds the machine, and the machine, in turn, amplifies desire. Yet beneath this dazzling surface lies a more complex, even unsettling reality. Meteor is not just a success story, it is a mirror reflecting the structural truths of the short drama industry. Its explosive reservation numbers reveal a system increasingly dominated by what can only be called face economy, a hierarchy where star power outweighs narrative originality. When audiences are overwhelmed with choices, recognizable faces become the ultimate filter. And when platforms prioritize pre-release metrics like reservations over post-release quality, casting becomes the most critical variable in determining success. Creates a cycle that is both efficient and dangerous. Top-tier actors like Yuxin and Wang Haozhen become indispensable, their presence almost guaranteeing visibility and engagement. Resources concentrate around them, while emerging actors struggle to find space. The industry begins to narrow, its diversity quietly eroded by the logic of risk aversion. Why gamble on a new face when a proven one can deliver millions before the first episode even airs? At the same time, technological advancements, especially in AI, are accelerating this transformation. Scripts can now be generated in minutes, optimized for maximum twists and emotional peaks. Virtual production reduces costs, while AI-assisted editing streamlines workflows. On paper, this should democratize creation. In reality, it often leads to homogenization. When everyone has access to the same tools, differentiation becomes harder, not easier. And so, paradoxically, the more advanced the technology becomes, the more valuable something deeply human becomes. The success of Meteor underscores this truth. Despite the rise of AI, audiences still respond most strongly to authenticity. The subtle imperfections have real performances, the emotional grain that cannot be replicated by algorithms. Yuxin reportedly immersed herself in everyday labor to capture her character's realism. Wang Haozhen physically transformed and annotated the script with psychological depth. These choices matter. They create a texture the technology cannot fully imitate. But here lies the paradox: this very emphasis on human authenticity further strengthens the dominance of a select few actors capable of delivering it at scale. The industry's reliance on them deepens, reinforcing the same hierarchy that limits new voices. So what, then, is Meteor really? Is it a triumph of storytelling, signaling a new era of quality short dramas? Or is it the ultimate proof that in a data-driven ecosystem, success is less about the story being told and more about who is telling it? Perhaps it is both. Meteor shines brilliantly, carving a luminous path across the industry's sky. It proves that audiences will show up, millions of them, when the right elements align. But it also raises a question that is far harder to answer, one that lingers long after the numbers fade and the hype settles. Are we witnessing the birth of a richer, more diverse storytelling landscape, or the quiet solidification of a system where only a chosen few faces are allowed to become stars? Thank you for watching the video. See you again.